Hello, beautiful souls. This is a reading intended to connect you and your higher self with the guide that wants to send you a message. And I like to wash my hands before a reading as a form of respect. And as I was washing my hands in that particular moment, I heard a message that I just felt like I had to share. Your scars do not define you. They show you where you've been and what you've conquered, not who you are. I don't know why, and that could be a collective message. It could possibly only serve to one or two of you. I just felt compelled to share that message. So I'm going to start today's spread with a sage cleansing because I feel pretty heavy and I feel like we could all benefit from that. Okay, so I have my lighter and our sage. I want you to create a rhythm with your breath, whether it's in 4, hold for 3, and out for 7, or it's box breathing, or you even want to let out a breath of fire. I just want to encourage you to tap inwards. Your spirit guides want you to tap inwards. Let go of all the tangles, all the stress, the threads that are loose. Just let them go. What is done is done. You have finished the day. You have conquered so much. Let those good vibes roll. If you want a beverage or grab a snack, you may feel free to do so. I'm going to put 3 crystals here. The first piece is not a crystal in and of itself. Rather, it's a piece of petrified wood. So that is pile 1, if you feel called to that. I am going to choose for my second piece this raw amethyst quartz crystal. And it's so funny. I usually think of this as an island, and I call it Amy Island for obvious reasons, but I'm seeing this in a new way as like a mountain on the island. So this is pile number 2. And for our third object, or for our third pile, I'm going to choose a piece of Peacock Ore. And this is a form of pyrite as well, chalcopyrite. It's stunning. It looks like a freaking galaxy. So those are our options. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. These are going to hold messages from your spirit guides. If you feel called to more than one, then you might have multiple guides sending you different messages. With that being said, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you never miss another pick a card reading. And also, if you received clarity from this reading and it resonated, give me a like because it really helps let me know what videos you want me to create more of. With that being said, I'm going to wish you well, all the good vibes, love, and light your way, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles! If you chose pile 1 with the petrified wood, then this is your reading from a spirit guide who really wants to send you a message. So So we have Angel Sandalphon with the number 13. We also have Music, Earth Star, Answered Prayers. I'm getting Scorpio energy right off the bat, and I'm also getting the energies of Aries and Scorpio energy. This is an angel that is intended to strengthen the throat chakra and really empower your inner voice within. Answered prayers, if you've been wanting something to happen, if you've been attempting to manifest changes in your life, because 13 represents death. It also represents the letter M. M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. It's also the only letter that we actually close our mouths to pronounce, which is very, very random. But you might connect with lyrics, or this angel might send channeled messages through the songs that you are listening to. This might also be a song, it also might be a sign to write music if you have been feeling called to do so, or maybe you have poetry that you could put music to. I'm getting snaps like slam poetry night. Some of you might feel compelled to share your stories through music or through poetry. Let's see what messages. Okay. We have Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So some of you could be entrepreneurs. Others of you might ask for this archangel's protection in matters of dealing with other companies, if you own your own business, or even in your day-to-day interactions at work. We also have Vine. Seek out information that will help you. So Archangel Sandalphon might assist you in helping you cultivate these connections with people that can provide you useful information. Let's see one more. Oh, well, that's way too much. Way too much. Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, might be extremely helpful in helping you attain different information. We also have Dog. Protection from a powerful friend. Your allies are going to be very pivotal in the way that you navigate certain situations. And we have Pineapple with reconciliation. So you might be forgiving somebody who has wronged you in the past. Okay. Perhaps a fox. Someone who's maybe someone from your past who you didn't get along with at work. Or it was a friend that you went into business with and maybe it didn't work out. But I'm also hearing that it could have worked out, and some of you need to celebrate or acknowledge that friend in some way, shape, or form. So I feel like it could go both ways. Some of you won't take no for an answer, or you definitely try to oh my gosh, for some of you, Fox and the Hound might have been a really sentimental story or film, or it had a big impact on your childhood. I don't know why. Well, I know with the fox and the dog there, but okay. What is this message? What is the message that Angel Sandalphon wants to impart to those in pile one? What message? Finding your voice. and exercising your authority from a point of, relevancy and reference, like you know the materials. Maybe you have to find those out. Yeah, we have the King of Cups here with Giles. This is a card of emotional maturity and being able to listen and direct others in a way that demonstrates compassion. This might be, and we often dismiss emotions as things that hinder or hold us back in some way. And emotion is actually a form of data, right? It's a form of knowing. There are 4 ways of knowing, I think, or maybe 5, but emotion is one of them. And you might have someone helping you direct this emotional energy, whether this be a therapist that you connect with on a deep level or a mentor, someone who knows how to carry a conversation, someone who knows the importance of validation. Let me see. I want to get some clarity on this King of Cups. It might require you to travel a little bit in order to see this person. Can you clarify the King of Cups, please? Can you clarify the King of Cups? Giles has this paternal influence on Buffy's life in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So this could also be somebody who you consider to be like a father figure if you don't have a strong example of one in your personal life. We have the 5 of Swords. Prepare for difficult times. Look before you leap. This card is Venus in Aquarius, okay? So that placement might be relevant to you or someone significant. But usually the 5 of Swords is a winning at all costs attitude. And I think you're learning to take a step back and recognize the battles, that not all battles are worth fighting for, or not fighting in, or not engaging in. Sometimes it's best to walk away because with some people, you just can't get your point across. It's like talking to a wall, and you have to acknowledge that they might not be at the space in time where they can acknowledge that they're doing something wrong, or like shifts in relationships based on the level of emotional maturity with regards to communication. We did have that pineapple with reconciliation, and you might not necessarily be reconvening with this person again, and you don't have to. You can forgive yourself, forgive this other person on your own terms. We do have the 7 of Swords here on the front, and it does say guard your personal possessions, use good counsel if you're planning a new venture. I would also say guard your passwords and personal information, and also don't share things don't share things just to gain approval from others, right? Have a valid reason to share your story. Share when you feel empowered to do so. This could have something to do with an ex, now that we have the 5 of Cups, or some type of loss. It says news from an old friend, a new business proposition. So the 5 of Cups is making do with what you have and being resourceful. I'm trying to generate as many messages as possible because I know that this is a collective reading, but I think it's interesting that we have 2 5s, so the month of May could be significant as well as the month of October. A new business proposition is possible. With this 5 of Cups in reverse, you could be hearing your results from something, whether this be news of admission to some type of institute of higher learning, or even joining some type of program to further your studies in a certain way, like we have the cups here, so like a sommelier license or a yoga certification, or maybe you need to get some type of certification renewed. So that could be something that you're holding on to. Or there's some type of communication from your boss that you're waiting on before you can start something new, or before you can apply to a certain position within your company. Don't make assumptions, okay? That's what this card is saying. Don't assume the worst. Okay, let's see what else. Why is it important to hear this message? Why is it important for you to receive this message now? Oh my gosh, guys, I literally just put the deck down and I'm looking at it, and we have 13, which is the Death card. And what was I saying in the beginning? The start of new beginnings, off with the old and on with the new. So you cannot hold on to the past forever. And so this King of Cups might be entering your life to help you move on from the past and helping you to process this trauma. This ladder is making me think of like climbing a ladder, and obviously like learning to understand your trauma is one thing, and then learning how to process and treat your trauma is another. Also, like this person might be helping you helping you learn and sharpen your mindfulness skills, so that within a situation you have the resources to calm your nervous system down. Okay, why is it important for you to hear this message from this King of Cups and the Two of Swords? Yeah, this person is going to help you make a decision about your future. This person could be also a doctor, a mental health professional, a real estate agent, like somebody who's a master in their field. This could also be just really good advice from a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your spirit guides really want you to pay attention again to the music, well, especially from this archangel specifically, because they don't want you to make the decision that is going to please everyone else and make everyone happy. This angel wants you to feel empowered in the decisions that you make, and that these are like, you don't feel pressure from other people, from your parents, from your spouse, from your partner, from your kids. And I know that sometimes it's hard to put yourself first when everything or everyone else is riding on you. But this is also, it feels like you're holding back from what you could be doing. And this person is trying to help you recognize that potential, okay? How is this spirit guide trying to help you? Pile 1. How is Angel Sandalphon trying to help you? 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment and genuine happiness and joy, long-standing wise, I don't think is something that you're super comfortable with. And this angel wants you to believe in your own magic, believe that anything is possible, believe that you can have a fairy tale ending, because what we tell ourselves is reflected back. And I'll get more into this later, but also being surrounded by loved ones that genuinely show you love. Because sometimes I think we stay in relationships out of obligation, or because we feel like we can actually change someone. And unfortunately, the only person that can change them is themselves, right? What is advised moving forward? What action step should you take next? The Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is something that you need to finish rather than something that you need to start. I feel like there's a lot of responsibilities up in the air here with the Seven of Swords in reverse that maybe you haven't continued because you're scared. You're holding back in a way. And we do have the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. And like, okay, you can have it all. I promise you, you can have it all. And I know that that is something that we're not told. You're manifesting very, very positive outcomes. Now, this Mars and Pisces energy, this is also Moon in Libra, and then this is Moon in Aquarius. I think it's interesting because I had air signs in my mind. So an air sign moon, whether it's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, might also reflect someone in your life, or it could reflect your own. Let's see. Can you clarify the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups? I am feeling that this is more personal success or professional success. And that's the thing. Success is subjective. So how you think you're doing might not be the way someone else sees, right? Let's say you don't have the greatest security in your job right now, or you're looking to change careers, and you also have a relationship with someone who's really, really special, and you've been with them for like 2-3 years. You're feeling very, very confident, with them. But again, you're not happy with your job. And then you see your friend who has this amazing job that they love, but they are having a hard time in the relationship department. You both are going to see the other one and sort of like kind of have like a loss, like, oh, I wish I could have what they have. But they might also be looking at you saying the same thing, but you would never put that in your head, or your thought would never go there organically, if that makes sense. Two of Swords. Can you clarify the Two of Swords? Interesting. We have 3 5s, guys. 3 5s. Disappointment in a love affair, difficulties over finances. Now, this could be one or the other. It could also be both. I would say that if it's communication, you might need to find a way to communicate using your love language. This is Mercury and Taurus energy. This is a very basic example, but let's say, you and somebody else are like both in a room and you both have sweatshirts on, but you're freezing and the other person is not. They won't know you're freezing unless you say something, right? Unless you advocate for yourself. And I think that this is what this card, it is advising you to do. 555 might be numbers that Spirit shows you when they want you to see something or notice something about either your thought process inside or what is going on outside. Avoid borrowing or loaning money. Avoid unnecessary purchases. Lucky number 2 with unfavorable sun. Save for a rainy day. That's what this 5 of Pentacles is also saying, because you might for some of you, it could be as soon as 2 months where you need to start looking for apartments and put an offer down. So or moving places or something. Like, there also could be a bigger expense that you have coming. It doesn't have to be leasing an apartment, but some of you may have to move, and you're going to want to feel prepared for that. We do have the 6 of Swords on the back of this card. Possible journey by water. Use good legal advice if necessary. So this King of Cups here could also be providing you with legal advice if you are moving on from a relationship, or you might be getting advice on how to move forward after a breakup in terms of separating assets and whatnot. Cherish what makes you happy and celebrate gratitude, celebrate the positives that are happening right now in your life, and that will help you feel a lot better. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So that with the Four of Cups, a desire for a change that should be carefully considered, indecision about a new venture. And I'm also getting that here with the Two of Swords. You could keep going down the path, or you could keep on keeping on. No, just kidding. But like, there's an opportunity coming. You just might not fully see it yet. Okay, this is Cancer moon energy, by the way, and this is Scorpio and Venus. A successful conclusion to an important undertaking is assured. You might have some waiting ahead, okay? It might not all come together at once, but I'm seeing that your answers are coming, okay? Let's see when. July and October. I picked up on October. Okay, so those 2 months might hold specific times where maybe you need to move a little bit more, maybe you need to move a little bit less, in terms of how much you take action on a certain thing. Let's see. Any other messages for my pile ones? Okay, well, we have frying pan, trouble, accusations. So whether these are accusations that are being made, I don't think that these are going to be carrying heavy or long-standing consequences. I think that these accusations are possibly being made out of petty jealousy, okay? Oopsies. Hold on, let me reset my camera. Okay, we have... Also, you could be cooking a lot more, but be careful in the kitchen, because maybe you're cooking something that you've never made before, and it might be a little tricky. It might require a little bit more forethought than you're anticipating, okay? We have apple. Temptation will test you. Just because somebody is telling you what you want to hear doesn't mean it's true. I just heard that when I put it down. So I guess it depends on who this is, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. We have bell with announcement. You might be announcing something, or somebody might be letting you know of something big, possibly something that is calling for a larger celebration. We have jug, light-hearted, carefree time. I'm seeing wedding with this. I'm seeing having a party, a get-together. Okay. And finally, we have coins. Money will be coming to you. This has me feeling with this Ten of Cups next to the Two of Swords that you're going to be receiving some money that is going to lead to some extent, some level of financial freedom. And this could be coming to you in July. This could be coming to you in October. Or the promise of a new tomorrow, the promise of a new chapter is coming in one of these months. Or between July and October, because we have August and September before we get there. Okay. Let me end with an affirmation. I'm gonna get a Disney princess one because I'm in the mood today, honestly. I'm in the mood. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That phrase just came to mind. So like maybe maybe you have an ex and their parents or someone they know is acting really petty. I don't know. Or like they made it harder for you. I just heard that. But I'm not seeing this again as something that is going to last forever. I'm definitely seeing you being able to get past whatever this is. So this is inspiration. Oh, that clock. Old Killjoy. I hear ya. Come on, get up, you say. Time to start another day. Even he orders me around. Well, there's one thing. They can't order me to stop dreaming. Don't let time or the lack thereof be a reason for you to keep your dreams in the closet. Okay, well, I got 2 more cards that I'm sharing with you, apparently. We have, when Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather brought me back to King Stefan's castle, they told me not to touch anything. Did I listen to them? Why is it important to listen to your elders? So this is a deck created for children. So we're gonna zhuzh the message a little bit and tweak it to fit the context of this reading. Your spirit guides tell you things for a reason, okay? They send you numbers, they send you signs for a reason, right? To communicate something. And when you choose to ignore those signs, it doesn't do them any harm. Like they are in another dimension, right? They're not going to experience this. And I will give you an example. So like I lived on the east side of the state. I live in Michigan. Okay. It was me and 2 other friends, and I was dating one of them, and it didn't start out that way, TBH, but like towards the end when things went south, this is when I first started getting into tarot and oracle. And 3 times the week before shit went down, glass broke. In different capacities. One time I think I was not unloading. I was like putting glasses away and one of them fell off the counter. Another time it was in the bathroom with like a mason jar that we had in the shower. I don't know. But I remember being like, okay, like what is this? Because back then I wasn't super in touch with my spiritual side. And I don't know. I just thought it was like, it was just annoying. I wasn't like putting 2 and 2 together. And then after the fact, I was like, oh, okay, that's why. And had I known, like, had I had this ability to tap into tarot at that time, maybe I would have made different decisions. I don't know. But like, it's important to listen to your guides because they know something that you don't, okay? And then we have an activity with Mulan here. Plan an adventure. Take out a map or a globe, close your eyes, and point to a destination. How will you get there? Who will you take with you? What will you do when you arrive? That's actually not a bad idea. And summer is right around the corner, so maybe between July and October, you decide to take a trip. This could be to see family or not. This could be exploring someplace completely new. But that's all the messages I have for you, Pile 1. Let me know if it resonated down in the comments below. Always love to hear it. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Toodles! All right, Pile 2, let's get into it. So we have this Amy Island. I'm going to put her over here. And your spiritual messenger is Archangel Raguel. He talks about relationship healing, calmness, and harmony. So I am getting, for some of you who have chosen this pile, you may or may not be going through a breakup. That could literally apply to some of you. We do have 8, which makes me think of the 8th house, but it also makes me think of strength. We do have the scales here, so this could also be Libra energy as well as Scorpio energy, and that those 2 signs could be a reflection of your sun, moon, or rising. Yin and yang are 2 energies that complement one another, right? And you need both to have balance. We also have this blue energy, which talks about the throat chakra. We have this message of creating calm for yourself and instilling harmony in others, and possibly even finding a friend that you can connect with that imbues these qualities of harmony and healing in your conversation, right? I'm curious because I don't know that much about Archangel Raguel. I'm going to look him up in the Angels Among Us Oracle book. He is page 38, which is 11, which also rules justice. And Archangel Raguel's name means friend of God. He's the angel of harmony, justice, and fairness, making him the perfect angel to call on whenever you're faced with any kind of trial or hoping for a fair and just outcome. Archangel Raguel brings an energy of calmness, helping you feel safe and relaxed as you ask for and trust in the best and highest outcome for all. As the angel of redemption, call on him if you need some grace and forgiveness. Archangel Raguel can also assist with clear speaking and communication. Seek the harmonious path. Ask and trust that all outcomes will be in alignment with the best and highest good of all. Call on Archangel Raguel for assistance with feeling more harmony and peace in your life, facing any kind of trial, clear communication, both speaking and listening, creating an equal energy exchange of any kind, and making decisions. And then embody the energy of Archangel Raguel by choosing the path of least resistance, choosing harmony and peace over being right, creating a harmonious environment in your home and workplace, trusting in karmic justice, knowing that you don't have to judge others, let the universe look after it. Okay, so this is Karma, the song by Taylor Swift, is also coming to mind with this card. Let's see if we have any immediate messages that Archangel Raguel wants pile 2 to know. Interesting. We have the moon changes in your life. And this could also be a sign to work with the lunar cycles to help propel that manifestation forward. And I'm going to get a specific oracle card for that because I'm curious. Oh, I love this energy. We also have rainbows. And rainbows could also be a sign from a loved one of yours. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So congratulations are in order. All right. One more. Any last messages before we get into tarot? Okay, well then. We have wall, misunderstanding. There could be a wall or separation between you and another person, and it's needed for your mental health. We have gong, an exciting event. Some of you might be needing to create more excitement in your life and explore perhaps a new environment that you're embarking on. With the moon, we have changes in your life, and this could be, the moon reflects our needs, right? What we need to feel secure. You may be a little bit more on the private side and with regards to how much that you choose to share with others. This rainbow is like the go ahead or the green light that you can share with whomever you feel the most empowered with, or you feel like you can have that trust. The walls might be up for a while, because when you're in a relationship, long-standing wise, that requires you to sort of keep your walls up and you're in that fight or flight response mode, it might take a minute to let those walls down and not be so private, okay? And it takes a lot. It takes bravery to let those walls down. So do so when you're ready. And obviously, a little goes a long way, okay? Let's see what message Archangel Regal has for my pile twos. What message does Archangel Regal want to impart to my pile twos? The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is in the upright position. So this is going above and beyond to ensure that you have a good time. I think this is celebrating independence. This is celebrating some big victory in your life, this new chapter or new beginning that allows you to have that autonomy to decide how you want it to go. This is an openness, okay, an energetic openness. Interesting. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So 999 might be important. Also, you could be moving house. Okay. I'm hearing that you could, some of you could be working in the hospitality industry or in the service industry. And you're, I don't know, there's good vibes, or there's some sort of event that you're going to be promoting with your company. Getting on the dance floor. There's so much going through my head right now in terms of songs, like just like the most upbeat music. This is like rave it out with the 9 of Cups. Can you clarify the 9 of Cups, please? Interesting. We have 9 of Swords in reverse. Guard your reputation. Avoid uncertain, speculative, or shady ventures. And obviously, sometimes, you know, we flow with the vibe and we don't necessarily know the extent of which we did until like the day after, and we start putting those pieces together. Just keep those walls up in terms of, like, I don't know, not getting super vulnerable. Allow yourself time to grieve. Make sure that you're aware of what you're getting into, okay? Don't, like, being honest with yourself in terms of what kind of connections you're making. It'll help ease your mind. I'm getting like a protective order. If that is something that you need to ease your anxiety so you can get sleep at night, like, then that is something that you're being encouraged to do, to empower a safe environment for yourself so that you can really lean into this independence emotionally. We have the Hanged Man. Did I say that we have the Hanged? No, we didn't. That was a different reading. We have self-sacrifice, a reversal in fortune, hesitation in making decisions. So, like, in time, you'll know if you made the right decision or not. You might be afraid to rock the boat. You might be, you know, you might be in a rut right now. But the universe and your spirit guides are trying to convey that you are where you need to be right now, and movement or progress might not move as quickly as you would like to, but just knowing that it's coming take that one day at a time, okay? We do have the Hermit card here, a possible journey, new friendships that prove beneficial. So friends, keeping your close friends in your corner is going to help you. Okay, the next card. Why it's important for you to receive this message now, pile 2. Why it's important to receive this message now. Your dreams might also reveal to you specific messages, or certain ancestors or angels or spirit guides might appear or show things in your dreams, so pay attention to that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so you can take care of yourself and move on with grace and independence. The Queen of Pentacles is very associated with the home and traditions and values. And so maybe you are moving into this new chapter where you possibly are considering what values you are looking to adapt. This is wisdom gained through experience. This is you showing up for yourself in all of your glory, right? A queen has authority. Can you clarify the Queen of Pentacles? I am seeing for some of you, you are releasing something and then as a gift, sort of, you're bringing in something new. When one door closes, another one opens. With this King of Swords here, this might be a promotion or a raise that you receive from a King of Swords. This is a dark-haired, brown-eyed man, maybe a soldier or a judge, or possibly this could be somebody in the military or former military. Good legal mind. Now, the thing with legal mind is law is something that is subjective. If you don't believe in the law, then you don't see it as something that's necessary to abide by. And this King of Swords is someone who plays by their own rules, okay? So keep that in mind. This could also represent the energy of an ex that you're leaving behind. They could have an air sign as their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But the King of Swords is also informed by his experiences, and with an open mind, he sees things as they come. And so I think this person might look at your performance and really be impressed with the rate that you've grown in the company or the way that you carry yourself professionally, and be very, very impressed by your demeanor. Even if this is a judge, they could be going in your favor, okay? How your spirit guide, how Archangel Regal is trying to help you. Oh my gosh, yep, we have the Nine of Swords. So putting somebody, this could possibly even be a Gemini, putting the past behind us and moving forward to create a sense of peace in our lives, within our environment, both internal and external. This is also about releasing the past. Dream journaling might be something that your spirit guides are encouraging you to do. We also have Strength here, which is the 8th card in the tarot deck, and we have 8. So nurturing your passions is something that is going to help you kind of get through this time, focusing your energy on something else, to distract yourself. Can you clarify the Nine of Swords? Clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The worst is behind you, I heard. The worst is behind you. And I think it's important to Are you freaking kidding me? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Your well-being is assured by your successful accomplishments. Focusing on what you can achieve from the situation rather than what you're losing is going to help sort of put things into perspective, I am sensing that you're releasing the stories that you've allowed this person to tell about you, or the old stories that you've harbored about yourself. And that definitely takes strength to let those go as well. And writing or publishing your experiences might be something that you want to look into, maybe not necessarily now, but perhaps in the future. What should you do moving forward? So yes, they might communicate with you in your dreams, or they might communicate through you in thoughts, but I think your spirit guides, or specifically Archangel Rigel, is trying to show you that the worst is over. And also, when you, like, the more that you focus this energy on the thoughts that are negative, the more negative you're going to see in the external world. Okay, what should you do moving forward? What should you do moving forward with this advice? What should you do moving forward? I am sensing too, interesting, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is being emotionally mature, being more level-headed when it comes to how you handle the processing part of your feelings. I think that working with a therapist and talk therapy is going to be more helpful. There might be an urge for you to want to escape reality, whether that be through drinking and like other substances or through social media. And this spirit guide is telling you to make peace inside and out through like meditation and getting more involved in your spiritual practices. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man again. I had a feeling he was going to come out. Can you clarify the Queen of Cups? This could also reflect your energies. And I think Queen of Cups, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what deacon she represents. Because that could also be when you sort of are reaping the benefits of this healing. Writing is going to come easy. And writing might be a way to help process or help understand your feelings. Okay. Queen of Cups is actually in Cancer. So it's June 21st to July. Oh, actually, I take it back. It's the third decan of Gemini, which is June 11th to the 20th. Then we have June 21st to July 1st, and then July 2nd to July 11th. So from June 11th to July 11th is when the Queen of Cups rules in astrology. So during that time. And the Queen of Pentacles rules from December 13th to January 9th. Interesting. So Cancer season is coming up. Cancer season might be a very important time for you in terms of, making the most of your healing. Holding space for these emotions, like letting yourself fail and being okay with that and accepting it is going to be something that obviously is going to take some time to work on. Archangel Rigel is saying, trust the process. We have the Sun here, which I love to see. Happy reunions, successful marriage or partnerships, a good omen. And this is just abundance in however you see fit. We also have the Three of Swords on the bottom here. The loss of a lover, sorrow and disappointments. But this is a thing. Processing these swords in your heart, it's only going to lead to bigger and brighter things, okay? The sun will come out tomorrow. I don't know why Annie is coming through so strongly. Maybe some of you are really, really big into musical theater. Okay, so I'm going to get a millennial, some cards from the millennial deck about any messages, any last messages. We have extra, over the top, trying too hard, completely unnecessary, excessive, dramatic, out of place. I guess just know when something is extra. Like, know when your boundaries begin. Okay, because some people might ask too much of you and you might be afraid to tell them no out of fear of rejection. We also have breadcrumbing, avoiding making any real effort, keeping one's options open, mind games, non-committal. I would say be wary of coming across too open or too ready to commit. Like some people might assume that you're ready to be in this kind of relationship with them, but know that they might, like, you might not be ready for that. So emphasize what kind of commitment level you're looking for. We also have SMH, shaking my head, no words can do it justice, disappointment, stupid moves. So you might be feeling very down on yourself about life's regrets, or you might be thinking about how someone else might have screwed you over. And just know that they will get theirs, okay? Like, karma is a thing. Let's get a moon energy card. What energy does pile 2 need to embody right now with the moon? We have emotions are running high with the super moon. So yes, things are going to feel a little bit intense for a while, but this is because of how passionate you are about this position or this person. Okay. And then we have be bold and make the first move. I think that you have gone through a lot of disappointment, and you might have been really afraid to say no and to walk away from this person. But and so carrying this out and following your instincts and listening to yourself is going to be pretty powerful. We also have the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is in the forecast for you. I'm also, like, that is coming right around the corner from the time I'm filming this. I'm hoping to get this out before the full moon, but the full moon, at least in 2023, at the time I'm filming this, is April 5th or 6th. So if you've watched it after that, look at when the next full moon in Libra is coming. And that might be a time for you to celebrate the decisions that you've made and how life's decisions have gotten you this far. I want to see any specific months or any specific themes that are going to be changing. I'm going to choose this one. We have September, which is Libra season. And we have March. So between March and September, or March and September, could have significance for you. We also have happiness. So you will be finding your happiness, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, or you might not be certain about where it's going to come from. We also have success. So even if things are not like fully integrated now, they will be. I want you to set aside those worries about that. All right. Last but certainly not least, I want to get an affirmation or affirmations, depending on how many cards pop out. But when you try to like change the channel on these super high emotions, like, they're going to find another outlet. So when you work with them in the moment, you're able to avoid or prevent like further damage. Not damage, but you're able to address it before it becomes, before it has a bigger effect. So I'm going to take, this is a lot, but I'll take the first 3. Actually, I'll take this one, and I'll take this one. Okay. Inspiration. They say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. So your manifestations are on their way. They might not happen. They might be happening between March and September. Like, you might be in September of this year and look back and be like, whoa, I transformed. Because March, April, May, June, July, August, that's 6 months. A lot can happen in 6 months. We have conversations. When I first left Montanui, I didn't know how to sail or navigate very well, but my self-confidence pushed me forward. What is self-confidence? When do you feel the most confident in yourself? Oh my gosh, I love that energy. And we have 13, which also is Scorpio. We also have Leo energy, so that could be. And then we have affirmation from Snow White. I have hope. I can make it through the darkest of forests as long as I have faith that there is light on the other side. Oh my gosh, I love this energy. It's giving me the vibes, the good vibes, the butterflies. All right, thank you so much, Pile 2, for tuning in. I really hope that you were able to resonate with something in this reading. If it did, give it a like or let me know in the comments below. I always appreciate reading them. And hopefully I will see you in the next, hit that subscribe button. Try to make it subtle. All right. Mwah. Thank you so much. Toodles. For those of you who chose the bismuth crystal pile 3, this is going to be your reading about what spirit guide is sending you in terms of advice and channeled messages. So I'm going to set your crystal over here. I think I said bismuth. This is chalcopyrite. My bad. We have Merlin. I don't see this card too often, so this is always a pleasant surprise when I do. We have the Magician. We have Manifestation. We have Alchemy. So this is a sign that your spirit guides are sending you messages to confirm your manifestations. Okay, we do have the owl, we have a dragon, so those could be symbolic. Owls can be representative of our ancestors and information that they want to pass down to us. Dragons, I always think of the fire element. We also have the number 24 here, so the months February and April could have some significance, or even June. 2, I think of the High Priestess, and 4, I think of the Emperor when it comes to tarot. And so really balancing your intuition with the information that comes to you and how you process that. We're going to get some tea leaf oracle cards to get messages before we get into tarot. So what does Merlin want to communicate to my pile 3? We have Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So personal strength and peace. Maybe you've had to fight hard for your peace, and now that you're in a new environment or in different circumstances, you're able to reassure yourself personal success. I think that it took a lot of strength to get you where you are right now in life. We have dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. So you could be meeting up with close friends, reuniting with them, perhaps. And that could also be during the month of February, April, or June. You could develop friends and maybe both of you have dogs. You meet up at a dog park. I know that's very random, but okay. And then we have scales. Keep your life in balance. And I think what's it called? The Temperance card is coming into play because that's where we see patience with the elements. We also have alchemy as a theme, as a thematic message in that card. We also have dark man at the bottom here, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or dark hair. So this could be a significant other of yours. This could be an ex of yours. This could be a father or family member of yours. So either they may bring balance into your life, or you may be walking away from this person, okay? I'm curious because we do have the moon, and this person, okay, I never take what happens when I'm filming as a coincidence. So the fact that that just like lost focus, I'm seeing that as like this person is like has sent you confusing signals, or this person sort of messed with your concentration or focus. So this could in fact be an ex for some of you, not for all of you. I don't want to scare you also into thinking that your ex, your relationship is going down the tubes. Now that could be relevant for some of you. This is a personal reading. I do want to get a moon manifestation card before we get into the tarot to see what cycle of the moon might be important or relevant to you right now in this point in time. And obviously this is a timeless reading, so whatever phase comes up, if it's already happened, we're just going to plan for the next time that specific moon and this specific sign shows up, if it hasn't already. So let's see, what is pile 3 manifesting? We have a lot of cards here. 1, 2, you know what? It's 4. We're going to go with it. We're going to take it. We have the full moon in Taurus, detoxify. So this is walking away from relationships, cleaning up, like walking away from relationships or places of employment even that are no longer serving you. This is the energy of releasing subscriptions or expenditures that you don't necessarily need in your life. The full moon in Taurus has not happened yet. It's going to be in Scorpio season. So this is coming up, and that could be a powerful moon for you to work with. This is all about your finances and personal values. And so maybe you are realizing that your personal values have in fact changed the way, and subsequently your outlook on life has changed. Your plans for the future have changed. This is also, Taurus can also talk about your relationship with your mom. And so whether or not you have your mother in your life right now, it could be, reading a book about healing that relationship and forgiving yourself and creating a sense of closure for you. And that could go for friends as well. We have the new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. And this sense of optimism might come through because plans can change, right? Circumstances can take a sharp left. And if that's the case, focus on how far you've come, focus on the blessings that have entered your life, and that gratitude will help carry you and your manifestations further. Balancing manifesting and the spiritual aspect of things with the practical side of things. Sagittarius, around this time, you could be preparing to either publish something, or this could also point to higher education. Maybe you're resuming some type of school, or you're getting some sort of certification renewed, or you're writing or publishing an anthology of poems or something of that nature. We have oh my goodness, we have the full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. The full moon in Gemini also happens during Sagittarius season. So we have new moon in Sagittarius and then the full moon in Gemini. So around that time, I will include actually, maybe we'll just look it up. But I'm curious to see when those dates come. I'm going to do this is also about accepting that maybe the universe has another plan for you. Okay? And sometimes rejection is the universe's protection, and it's how you respond to life's changes that determine the outcome of the situation. And finally, we have the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. So you're walking away again from relationships, from habits, from jobs that no longer serve you or your plans for the future. We have earth, air, and fire energies. So it's interesting. I think that your thoughts are going to play a role in shaping your emotions and your perception of the situation and what's happening. Gemini also talks about friendships and also siblings. Okay, so around that time, or maybe this year in general, or in the next 6 months, you start to develop a stronger relationship with your sibling. Okay, so I brought up the lunar calendar. So we have the full moon in Taurus. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a partial lunar eclipse, 5 degrees Taurus, October 28th, 2023. Okay. Then we have the new moon in Sagittarius, which is taking place December 12th of this year, 2023. The full moon in Gemini is taking place November 27th of this year. And the last quarter moon in Capricorn happens when the sun is in Aries and the moon is in Capricorn, which is actually coming up on April 13th of this year, the time that I'm filming this. Okay, so I'm going to read the little passage from the book. For the last quarter moon in Capricorn, something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism of that someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. Manifesting mindset. The greater thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. So this is action, and balancing those active and passive energies. These crystals work well, especially for the sign of Capricorn. We have pyrite, gold tiger's eye, rose quartz, blue kyanite, green jade, or red jasper. Choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a shimmering, pearlescent gold light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. The only way out is through is the affiliated affirmation for this lunar phase. I'm not going to read all of them, but I wanted to impart that wisdom from the book, because sometimes we have to take action even if it makes us feel a little bit uncomfortable. And that's Merlin is like, listen, I got you through the thick of it. We're gonna get through, and you're going to be really, really proud of yourself by the end of it all. Okay, so these specific moon phases might play a bigger role in your life. Let's get some tarot cards. I wanted to make sure that they were in sync. Okay, so what does Merlin... Well, that was fast. Okay. We have Queen of Stakes, or the three... Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. We have the Queen of Stakes. This is inspired action. This is not being afraid of other people's criticisms and sort of being unapologetic in the way that you see yourself and also the world. This is creativity. This is the energy that a certain experience gives you. And that experience provides inner authority to take action on your goals. Interesting, we have the Queen of Scythes as well, or the Queen of Swords. So 2 masculine energies. This could also be people in your life. So a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and an air sign. Or you could have a mixture of these energies within your big 3. This is putting in the work and making informed decisions before taking action. Okay, this is planning ahead. So your spirit guides, like this Capricorn energy, think things through, but also knowing when to give yourself a pep talk, so to speak, right? In times of confusion or in times of frustration, or there might even be times when you want to procrastinate, you want to take a break. Balance that too, because obviously all work and no play, it's going to lead to burnout. We have the 5 of Scythes. I'm seeing this as like not everyone is going to agree with the path that you choose, and that's okay. As long as your decision reflects your reflects good intention and doesn't harm anybody, but just know that your friends might not understand perhaps that you have to take, some time away for yourself. And if they don't understand, maybe they're also going through something that they haven't told you about yet. So just keep that in mind. With the 5 of Scythes, this is also like a winning at all costs. So like this is an opportunity that you need to take for yourself, and know that your hard work is going to pay off. This is knowing when to walk away when somebody is trying to create this shame spiral from their pain. And you have to choose to walk away from that. Or you need to choose how you engage with other people who might not understand or be on the same page as you. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. I have a feeling like this is something that you have tried to make happen before. This is something that you've been trying to manifest into the 3D, and maybe it hasn't been smooth sailing. Just know that these obstacles are being presented in your life for a reason, and maybe you need some space to sort of figure out what it is that you really want in this lifetime. These are too many cards. I thought it was just going to be like 1 or 2, but it's like 5. Your friends are going to be a very helpful resource for you during this time. So like, let's say you are having an argument with how you want to go about something with your parents. Like talking about it with your friends sometimes can help alleviate some of that pressure that you're feeling. Maybe they've gone through something similar and they can help you reach that understanding. We also have the 5 of Stakes, or the 5 of Wands. So conflict might occur. Know that you can fight this. Like, know that you have to pick and choose your battles, and understand that whatever happens is happening for your best interest. This might be like an interview or some sort of performance review if you have to apply, let's say, to a school. especially for grad school. I know that a lot of interviews are a part of the admissions process. And so just show your strengths, okay? 5, like repeating 5s might be a sign from spirit. It's also a sign of liberating yourself from past pain, right? And finally, we have the 7 of stakes, or the 7 of wands here. You might be your biggest enemy right now. Take that into consideration. And also, I'm hearing that no is a complete sentence. Some of you might feel guilty about turning someone down, and you might feel like you owe them an explanation, but you don't. No is a complete sentence. I'm feeling the urge to say that. And what did we say? We have the High Priestess here. I was saying that in the beginning of the reading, that I was getting High Priestess vibes. And sometimes you have to answer your own calling. How you cope and deal with anger, how you deal with changes, that is all going to be tested, I think, especially how you move forward is going to be a test of strength. The 7 of Cups in reverse might be you overthinking things. I just realized we have 2 5s and 2 7s, and technically 2 3s, so 3, 5, and 7 might be significant numbers, or 15 might be a significant number. So like the 15th of September, the 15th of March, maybe the 15th of December. Like something is happening on the 15th. Let's see if we can get any confirmation. Any other messages you would like to impart, Merlin? Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm curious to see what his card has to say, because again, I don't really get his energy very often. So Merlin is best known as the wizard from the Arthurian myths, but he's not just the stuff of legends. He is a powerful ascended master who can support you on your own magical journey. Merlin is an ancient wise one, a master of alchemy, and a keeper of ancient and hidden mysteries. He is connected to pagan and druid spirituality, and as with all wizards and witches, he works with the cycles of the earth, of time, and the planets to assist him in his manifestations, and he can help you do the same. You have the power to alchemize the situation. Use the tools and skills you have at your disposal to create the outcome you most desire. I'm not going to read all of this, but I will let you screenshot it if you feel called to. Okay. I'm hearing that your spirit guides are like calling you out on the shit that you're not doing. Okay, so like let's say you have a deadline for something. Like make a plan, have a strategy in how you go about achieving your manifestations. Have a timeline for when you want to accomplish this. We have the 9 of Swords. A very adverse card signifies sorrow, failure, misery, and suffering. Don't let the past haunt you or scare you out of making decisions for the future, okay? If it wasn't meant to be in that specific time period, then it wasn't meant to be, okay? Other people's emotions might also affect you. And so making sure to cleanse yourself, maybe even getting a dream catcher. If you've been noticing that you're having more vivid dreams or even nightmares, that might be a sign. Or even putting like black onyx or black obsidian underneath your pillow, that might help you. We also have Leo, lucky number 7, indicates receipt of money due or a personal advancement. So some of you might be getting a raise. Some of you might even be getting to go on a trip of some kind in the month of July. We also have the Knight of Wands on the back of the card, a fair-haired young man, a change of position or residence for the better. I am sensing a move. And all of these changes might be inducing or causing some level of anxiety within you. And that's okay. We all get, I think, anxious in the face of change. So talk with someone. Maybe a therapist is necessary. And that's not always the case, obviously, but if you feel like you've been needing somebody to talk to who doesn't have a bias in your life, they may help you sort out those pieces of information so you can put together the puzzle yourself and also feel empowered doing it. The 7 of Swords I'm also getting is boundaries. Okay, so setting boundaries with yourself. Maybe you're limiting your screen time, okay, especially at night before you go to bed. Maybe it's watching less TV and reading more. Maybe it's less sugar or less alcohol and more fruits and veggies. Like, you have so much power in the situation. You might not realize it, but you do. And I think you will see that with time, or in time. 9 weeks, I'm hearing, is like within 9 weeks from now, at the time that you're seeing this, it's going to be a very powerful time for you to sort of step up and take personal accountability. Okay, let's get a career card, and I'm also going to get a wealth card because I'm curious to see. I'm sensing that there's changes in your career or changes in your finances, and I want you to have these blessings from myself and your spirit guides. Infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Don't let life scare you out of thinking that you can't have what you want. This butterfly is a symbol of metamorphosis and transformation. So you might not necessarily recognize the growth that is happening before you, but your spirit guides are embracing this cornucopia of blessings and abundance so that you can carry out your full life purpose. We also do have heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Maybe your heart's desire is to be able to work from home. Maybe your heart's desire is to be a content creator. Maybe your heart's desire is to go back to school, whatever that is. Perhaps connecting with a mentor or asking your angels for a sign, okay? Whether it's a repeating number, whether it's an animal or a plant or a flower, you don't have to be super broad. You can get specific with your signs because that's how you know your spirit guides are actually listening. You do have to ask your spirit guides for help, and it is recommended that you leave an offering. If you don't know what an offering is or how to leave one, creating a space, like a little altar, in honor of the spirit guide, whether it's Merlin, whether it's somebody else. And you can just Google offerings or like symbols that they are like affiliated with, to show that you are serious about this, about them and their support. Pile 3, what messages do you have to convey to pile 3? We have savings. As you consistently save for your future, your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So in the next 9 weeks, savings is going to be crucial. So maybe come up with a plan for how to save. Maybe you need to open up a certain account, or maybe you and your partner have a joint savings goal for something. On the back of the deck, we have deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And that's also with that new moon in Sag. Focus on the positive and affirm that you deserve nice things. You deserve to have your cake and eat it too. Okay. We have potion with the number 24. 24 might be a significant age. Maybe it's an age that you're turning, or maybe it represents like 24 weeks. I'm curious to see when 24 weeks is from now. Remember to practice self-love. This is also a newer deck for me, so I'm gonna read the affiliated message in the book. You're familiar with the concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. Potion. I'm also getting like setting up a skincare routine, or maybe treating yourself to new makeup, or this could even be, creating a spell or working with potions in your witch practice, okay, to attract abundance. Maybe it's creating a prosperity jar. We also have 33, which is a master number. Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. I'm going to read that one as well. You're spending the majority of the time daydreaming, wondering what could have been, if only things had gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. Be sure to nurture what you've been given. Even conversations with your friends, if you've noticed that maybe, you only focus on talking about the past or only talking about the future, maybe find a friend that you can make an accountability partner, share your hopes, your dreams and stuff, and then make a practical plan with action steps that you want to have completed within a certain time frame. And choose a friend that you know you can trust with this, a friend that you talk to on a regular basis. 33, again, June. We also have 2 6s, so 6 might also be a powerful number. Let's get some themes of your transformation and also like months of the year that are significant. Yep, we have career. So something significant in your career is happening, whether that's a change of career, whether it's a promotion or a raise, or you're going to school, or even you're working on a side hustle or a hobby that you want to monetize. Create a 6-month goal. We also have August. August is going to have a lot of blessings that are coming your way, especially if you're putting in the effort now. What do you want to have in August? What do you want to experience in the month of August? And then reverse engineer your strategy. We also have February coming up. So possibly February of this year, you knew that you wanted a change for the better. But also the work that you put in now could have a drastic impact on your next February. So in February of 2024. And I know that next February 2024, we are actually having a leap day, which happens once every 4 years. So I think Mel Robbins, she shared like a little picture, and it's like, I am, like in February 2024, on February 29th or whatever. I am, I have, I feel. And sort of just, even if you don't want to write it down, have a mental note. Okay, I am this, I feel this, I have this. Because it seems like a long ways away, but actually, in the grand scheme of things, it's not. And it's actually a really nice chunk of time to be able to work through some of these goals that you may have been either putting off or convincing yourself that you're not worthy of them. And you are. You're so worthy of success. You might not see it, but your spirit guides do. All right, to close out this reading, I'm going to get an affirmation deck. This can technically be an affirmation, conversation, inspiration, or activity. Or if there's multiple, maybe a little bit of each. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if you've resonated with this reading. I always like to know. And subscribe for more pick a card readings on this channel. And if there's a certain video that you do want to see, and you let me know in the comments, I will make sure to get it up on my channel. Okay, so we have an affirmation and we have an activity here. For your affirmation, I am empathetic. It's natural to view a situation from my own perspective, especially during a disagreement. But if I put myself in the other person's place, I'm sure to find a resolution. So this is working to develop a common understanding. We also have 26, so that's August as well. We also have activity. Try a new recipe. Check what ingredients you have in your kitchen and make something delicious with yourself or with someone else. It doesn't have to be fancy. Start with something easy like muffins or tomato soup. Especially if you're like not used to cooking, okay? Try something easy. I promise it'll be worth it. All right, that is all I have for you, Pile 3. Let me know if it resonated, and I can't wait to see you in a future reading. Toodles!